It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see Justin Jefferson. And with him, any catch could be a big one. He's the NFL leader in touchdown receptions. It's the 49ers and the Packers on Sunday Night Primetime.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the one being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. The numbers for him from a week ago: 17 carries, 67 yards.
Well, we know they've clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play. And I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams. Because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm of the run game, not just with the runner, but with the offensive line as well.
The give is to McLaughlin. Taken down at the 42. You look at this Niner defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the number 1 overall offense in the league.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. This defense for the Niners, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Eyes the crossing route and hits Watson. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
On the handoff, McLaughlin. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. That'll go as a pickup of 8. On 1st and 10, Bryson, he finds his man, complete. That's Reed. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Bryson. He'll complete this one to Watson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Off play action. Bryson. And that is incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
A 37-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through, and the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. Well, given where they started that opening drive, CD, I think to get 3 out of it, probably a pretty good start that they'll take.
I think you're exactly right about that, because they just shook off the effects of the kickoff in field position and took the ball, moved it downfield. Didn't pay off with a touchdown, but that drive, that was really nice for them, and they did come away with 3 points.
So here are the Niners now to get their first drive. And a look here now at their fourth-year quarterback.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
The numbers on the ground for Walker a week ago, well into the triple digits, and they'll take that every time out.
What I loved was just how decisive he was running the football. Coaches like guys that go north and south. They don't like the east-west guys, the juking and the jiving. 1 foot in the ground and cut.
Purdy's throw complete there to St. Brown. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. And the 49er first down.
From the gun, it's Walker. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
And Charles, you think about this offense, and it's kind of a tricky time of the season because you're 14-0, looking to see this one out to the end, but you start to run into situations where guys are getting a little banged up. Maybe could use some time sharing, some time on the bench, just to rest. How do you approach the rest of this regular season?
I'm telling you, you don't ask the easy stuff, do you? I mean, you created a heck of a situation here, and actually you didn't create it. You presented it, and you're exactly right. It is tricky because your eye has to be on the ultimate prize, which is the Super Bowl. That's paramount. But at the same time, how much fun would it be to go down as one of the all-time great teams and join the 1972 Dolphins as the only undefeated team to win a Super Bowl?
On fourth down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Bryson. He finds his man complete. It's Buchanan. Just a gain of a couple there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 16-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's McLaughlin. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And got his man complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On the ground, here's McLaughlin. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Off the play fake. Bryson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
They'll run. It's McLaughlin.
And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Operating from the gun. Bryson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt.
And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. This is taken at the 15. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense, they're coming back out onto the field, and we're going to give you a look at the playoff picture now into the weekend in the NFC.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You look at this Packers defense.
And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the #1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. In motion right, one of the tight ends. They'll try for the first with Walker, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough.
A gain of 3 on the play. 1st down, San Francisco.
Play action. Now Purdy. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Purdy's throw taken in here by Chase.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Purdy. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 38-yard line.
1st down, 49ers.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41.
So roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
And it's caught. Touchdown 49ers.
Jamar Chase,
his 9th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Packers 3. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
so after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Packers ready to take over offensively. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look
dashing through the snow. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 36 yards on the play.
What a run there. I mean, you've got speed, elusiveness, escapability all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached. They get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands. And guess what? It's him. So there's no sense in throwing it or handing it off when you can do all of that yourself.
Carry from McLaughlin.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
And the Niners get there and bring him down.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field.
And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little, they bask in it. They think this is okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let-up in his game the rest of the way.
Great thing if you're on the opposite side. He's such a weapon. He just opens things up for the other guys around him.
Yeah, if you're the opposite receiver, you should expect a few passes come your way, too, because I've got to kick coverage in his direction.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. Shoves him aside. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
On 1st down, it's Purdy. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2. Purdy now to throw. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 13-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So they say he went out of bounds, came back in, then touched the football.
Can't be the first guy to touch it when you come back in bounds. That's why the penalty goes against him. Have to know where you are on the field.
Purdy will look to throw again here.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Here's Purdy. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted.
Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it.
And the Packers are going to take over here up near the 40.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down now, it's McLaughlin. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field.
And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
50 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
And the 49er first down.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now this time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
The Packers offense set to go. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up.
Number 11, Jaden Reed.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bryson.
That's into the hands of McLaughlin.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up
They'll look to throw again.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Back to throw again. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there's a 49er who's in some discomfort.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 3rd down, McLaughlin. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time.
And they will take over 1st and 10. And the Niners ready to go on offense for the final time in this first half. And they do have terrific starting field position, but no timeouts to work with, so they'll need to operate quickly. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Now Purdy. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Well, he left no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there's no way that ball was going to be caught.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field.
4-yard attempt.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2.
And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter.
This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
83 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Out of the gun, Walker with it.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10. Throwing here, Purdy.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. He has been nearly impossible to throw on all year long. If it was me, I'd say he could go ahead and book that trip to the NFL Awards show in February. He's going to be Defensive Player of the Year, I think. What do you think?
I would agree with you.
And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Here's Tressway now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. Taking it about the 36. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
A gain of a yard. 1st down, San Francisco.
Back to throw, Purdy. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Purdy from the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Touchdown! Jamar Chase, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the 49ers go up by 2 touchdowns. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead is now 17-3. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Off play action, Bryson. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Tressway now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. That's pulled in at the 32. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Brock Purdy and the 49ers out for their next possession. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. The throw right side here going to be incomplete. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down. This is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will extend their lead even further. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Another drive coming up for this Packers offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
To throw on second down, Bryson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Operating from the gun, Bryson. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Toss left side for Walker. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line that hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Kenneth Walker, a 16-yard touchdown. And the 49ers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Moody good with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. Keyshawn Nixon now on the return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Looking to throw on second down. Bryson, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. And it's fielded at the 34. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Purdy to throw it on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 23. 120 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. means here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Niners on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Ken Walker, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. Moody good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. Here's Nixon. This taken in right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Now come the Packers for their next drive as we take a look at the playoff race in the NFC coming into the weekend. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw on 3rd down, Bryson. And he coughed it up. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. No gain on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
All right, partner, I wasn't good enough to get this done, but I played with plenty of guys who did. When they spotted wide receiver screen and they got to the football fast and blew the whole thing up, the same result as we just saw usually happened. No gain.
On 3rd down, here's Walker. Shoves him away. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
First down, 49ers.
Back to Walker on 1st down. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And going right back to Walker. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
A 31-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Here's Nixon. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Bryson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Aiden Hutchinson in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Up the middle, here's Walker. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That good for 19 and a first down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Purdy looking to throw. He completes this to Walker. Touchdown 49ers. Kenneth Walker, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. Moody good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Bryson. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Bryson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Aiden Hutchinson, his 2nd sack of the night. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken at the 46. 35 yards that time on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Trying the left side with Walker. Oh, able to avoid him. Down to about the 37.
Holding offense.
And they get Tristan Wirfs, first-round pick in 2020. Here's Jefferson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. A give for Walker running right. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Purdy bootlegging it. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Walker going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. They go play action here. Purdy. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. It's Preston Smith. He gets the sack there. So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal. This is a 26-yard attempt. And his kick is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. Keyshawn Nixon now going to bring it out of his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
That's taken in by Watson. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Holding offense.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
To throw on 2nd down, Bryson.
And his throw is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Now inside the 25. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Extra point by York is up and good,
as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field, and they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Terrific running there to start the drive, as that's going to go for 15 and a quick first down as well. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They run again with Walker, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Second down and 6 now.
At the 44-yard line.
On the counter, it's Walker.
It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Running left is Walker.
And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Now a run with Walker.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.